Hi everybody, I'm Joël Dicker. I'm a Swiss author and I'm right now in Geneva at the Hôtel de Berg. We have a little Q&A that you get involved in, and thank you very much for that. And I hope to make your day a little better in this weird time with this talk through Nespresso editions. Yes, the Hôtel de Berg is one of the very important places in my last book, Room 622. For a very simple reason is I live in Geneva, I was born and raised in Geneva, and the Hôtel de Berg is one of the most old hotel and the most ancient palace in Geneva. It was built, I think, in 1840 something, which means that it's been here in Geneva forever. So for me, having Geneva through very old place like the Hôtel de Berg or the restaurant, the Roberto, the Lip, that are places that exist forever, helped me creating a shape and a frame of Geneva that is not set in time. Well, a coffee is not just a coffee. It's a moment that involves, for me, in the morning. This is where I have my coffee at first, and I want to enjoy this moment. So I take my coffee cup, I make sure it's stopped. I go to my couch and I just sit, and this is the moment. This is where I drink the coffee. And I will do the same if I watch a movie, for instance. I love to drink coffee when I watch a movie, but I need to be sitting in front of the TV. The TV needs to be on, the show needs to be on, and then I drink. So for me, the process of the coffee involves making sure the coffee will be hot when I'm actually going to drink the coffee. And by the way, I also drink the coffee even if it's cold, because I drink coffee hot, cold, warm, very cold, very hot, whatever. I just drink coffee. I love coffee. I do wake up very early in the morning because, first of all, it's something that suits me. I cannot work at night. It's a good thing for me to know if the story I'm working on is good, if it's enjoyable, if I'm excited about the story, because when I wake up at 4 a.m., if my first thought is what is going to happen in the story next, it means that the story is good. It means that the reader in a couple of months or in a year or two will be at the same time in the story, will be keen to know what is going to happen next in the story. So for me, it's a very important moment, because if I wake up and I'm like, what is going to happen next? It's a good sign. If I wake up 4 a.m. and I'm like, I should just snooze a little and sleep a little more, it means that maybe the book is not good enough. I spent my lockdown in Geneva, though it was not a very inspiring moment for me. I actually didn't write at all during the entire 2 months of lockdown in Geneva. So as during the lockdown, everybody was kind of in bubble at home. There was no point for me to go to my office because there was no noise. There were not this noisy life that I need to get the inspiration I get to then be locked in my bubble and write. And it was like everybody was a very weird period of time. The best way to relax is to be able to cut off the book, and it's to be able to get away from the characters and from the story. And for me, I need to see people. I need to meet friends, to have coffee with friends, to share moments with them, to go for a jog with a friend also. But doing something with actual people, with living people, because I've spent my entire week with paper people. Nell, thank you, because it's a very good question. I think that one of the tricks I used was to put Joël in the book, which is not obviously me. There is a Joël in the book, he's a writer, he lives in Geneva, but I think it's not me. I think the purpose of this character in the story was to help me being able to create a fictional world in Geneva and to keep the reality away from my story. Phil, thank you. It's the inspiration is not a process that you actually think of. This kind of magma that you have in your brain, made of everything that you've read, everything that you've seen, the movie you've watched, the painting you've seen, the experience you had in your life. But it's not something that you can run out of, because it's here, it's in your brain. You actually own it. Natalia, thank you very much for this question. I would say that a character in a book, it's like a friend. It's someone that you know well, and that you like anyways. The character in a book, you need to leave space for the readers to own them. You need to leave space for the reader to be able to get this person, to get his quality, his skills, his default as well, and then to create maybe something with himself, a mirroring, People he knows, he will mirror them. People he met, he will mirror them. People he wish he knew, he will mirror them to the characters of the story. And so I would say that in a book, the novelist only gives some of the hints, but the actual creator of the story is the reader, because in the end, the reader will decide how are the scenes, how is the set, how are the persons in the story. So it's up to you, reader of a book, to decide how is the book. Cara, thank you very much. I feel I've always knew I would be not a writer, but I knew I would write. I knew it would be something that would be part of my life. I don't exactly know when and if I ever think that I will be an actual writer, that it will be my job, that I will be like publishing books. But I knew writing was something that was really part of my life. And I knew that writing stories, not my stories, not about me, but just like creating stories, was something that was making me feel good, because it was a way of escaping the reality, my life. And the same way I'm a reader, the same way I love to read books, because when I read a book, I'm not on the bus or on the plane or at home or wherever I'm in the story. I'm living through the story. And I know that I also wanted to have this feeling as an author, to be able to create and to decide the actual story in the book. But I don't know if I've ever dreamed of being an actual author. Pasmandis, thank you for this question. I write without a plan. I don't know what is going to happen in the story. The only advice I can give is write wherever, in any place that you feel happy to write, and write about anything that makes you happy. Because I really think that anything that comes from your gut feeling are something you need to follow and something you need to trust. Guys, and now to spread a little of love, here is a signed edition of my last book, Room 622, that you can win if, only if, you solve this little riddle. Just like coffee, if you leave it, it will turn cold. We also use it to travel, but it's not always a sight to behold. Most are hard, though some could be malleable. It can protect communication, though not generally valuable. What am I? Good luck. What else? This is it, guys. Good luck with the riddle. I hope you win. It was very nice to finally spend some time with you. Make sure you share your coffee break with me, #Nespresso editions, and see you very soon. Cheers.